Speaking of selfies. So this is 3 pictures that kind of tell a story. The middle one, there I am, 1985, fat, dumb and happy. Don't ask me about the toilet seat, I cannot remember. This one is taken after I got clear of cancer, right? So I got the all clear, and my immune system, I was informed that my immune system was basically sort of non-existent, but it would come back, you know. So I went, oh, okay, and then we needed to do some pictures for the Book of Souls. So I said, tell you what, seeing as my immune system is non-existent, let's go to the Mexican jungle and do a photo shoot. What could possibly go wrong? So there we are, and I kind of reprised that with a stick. I couldn't find a stick that was straight enough, but I mean, again, look at that picture. Look at the body fat percentage on that lad there. Wow, body by chemo and radiation. Don't recommend it as a weight loss program, but take any advantage you can get. See, when you get cancer, things change. I mean, I knew I had cancer because I'd Googled it. And regrettably, I got it correct. But to get it confirmed, I went to see the consultant, and I thought it's just before Christmas. So, is it going to be a festive sort of event? You know, like roaring log fire, glass of brandy, you know, nurse dressed as Santa Claus, quick blowjob. You know. We've got some news, harrowing news for you. This may take some time. You know, no, it doesn't work like that. You go in. There's the consultant lady sitting at her desk, and she goes, "Oh, your blah blah blah. Your date of birth is X Y Z. Yeah, got a letter here says that you have cancer. See you on Monday." And as you walk out the door, even though you knew that you had it, a confirmation, suddenly your world changes. You go into this, I went into this like dark hole tailspin. I was like, fuck, wow, why me? And before that, I'd be like chirping birds, you know, bright blue winter skies, women's butts walking down the street, you know. Now, hospitals, graveyards, churchyards, right? And suddenly it's like, there are so many of them. Where did they come from? Fuck me, when did they build that one? There's another hospital there, just sprung up overnight, right? I thought maybe I should be angry about my cancer, maybe I should visualize it. You know, like I should be stabbing every individual malignant cell. I stab it with my steely knives, but I just can't kill the beast. I should have written that, but I didn't. But I was already exhausted, right? I was thinking, I'm tired already. I haven't even started the treatment. I've got to come up with a different strategy. So I decided to give my cancer a personality. I thought, what I will do, I'll create this person. Who would this person be? It's the person that turns up to your apartment, tries to steal all your best booze, and then tries to fuck your girlfriend. Yeah. You, sir, are an arsehole, and you're leaving. Out you go on. Fuck off. So that made me feel a bit better, but I wanted a physical manifestation. So I grew a beard. I thought it was funny too. But you don't know my beard, you see, because up till about 3 weeks, I can get away with, you know, Jesus of Nazareth or something, you know. But then my beard turns into an offensive weapon and grows horizontally outwards. So the overall effect after a while is like having, like, you know, 2 porcupines attached to each cheek. My cat was scared shitless of it. My wife hated it, my kids hated it, my manager hated it, I hated it, and I reasoned that no self-respecting cancer would be seen alive in a person with a beard like that, and it would leave. But of course it didn't quite happen like that. There was a few other things I had to do first. I got involved in my cancer treatment. I wanted to know what was being done to me, how it was being done to me, why it worked, and all the rest of it. So I had a chemo drug. I talked to my oncologist, cancer doctor, called cisplatin, right? And I discovered that what it did was it put tiny little nanoparticles of platinum in all your cells, right? I thought, well, that's kind of cool. I mean, I've got a wall full of platinum albums and now I'm turning into one, you know? And then, you know, there were other things. I mean, when you take chemo, right, you lose your sense of taste, which is annoying. But I mean, you've seen my trousers. It's not a big stretch. And there are worse diseases you could have. I mean, there is some diseases where you lose your smell and taste. So, you know, I had all of this, and I'm talking to my cancer doctor. I'm saying, like, okay, but Doc, why me? Is it like, why have I got cancer? Is it, mate, it's just bad luck? I mean, no, really? It's not a judgment from God? I mean, no. It's not because I had too much sex? He went, no. It's because I drink too much beer. He said, how much beer do you drink? I said, sometimes I drink more than the government guidelines. He said, well, how much is that? I said, sometimes I drink 2 pints every day. He goes, oh, I drink fucking much more beer than that. Which was a relief, because you're never an alcoholic as long as you drink less than your doctor. So, but he did say to me, he said, look, he said, when you're doing all this radiation and everything, he said, you might lose some hair. I went, well, I've got plenty of it. Anyway, look, even if I had to shave my head, it's not done Rob Halford's career any harm, so I do that. And in any case, I mean, even if it all falls out and it never grows back, I mean, I could join a band with Billy Corgan. We'll call ourselves the Slaphead Twins or something, you know? But I didn't lose any hair. No, not at all. Sorry. Instead, my beard fell off. Not out, off. Think Christmas tree, leave it by a radiator for far too long. Give it a shake. Everything drops. So I'm in a pub with my buddy, right, and I've got my pint of beer that I can't taste. And he's looking at the beer and going, ooh. So I look at the beer and go, oh! Because it's full of bits of crap and stuff. I'm thinking, what a disgusting pint of beer. Who poured that? And then I scratch. God, that fucking cat's been sitting on my neck again. That's not cat hair. That's me. So I run into the restroom, and sure enough, lumps of my beard have just fallen out. I think, fuck, what am I going to do? Improvise. So I suddenly just go, clouds of hair everywhere. The cleanest shave you'll ever have. If Gillette could invent a radioactive razor, they'd corner the market and go out of business the same day. But not me. I take a good look. I think, well, kind of, yeah, sort of like Ahab, or like a bit of Abraham Lincoln maybe, or sort of a Captain Nemo. Yeah, that'll do, right? Go out, have a pint, go back home, go, God, that was weird. Next day I go for my radiation, come out, I'm having my breakfast that I can't taste. And there's a woman staring at me, shielding her 3 children, going, don't look at that strange man, don't look at that strange man. I'm like, And I look down and I think, oh no, they're fucking idiots. I told them not to put black pepper on my scrambled eggs. It's not black pepper, that's me. Oh shit! Run into the bathroom. And I end up, like I say, never take a selfie with me. It ends badly. This is me, I took a selfie of it, looking wistful, halfway through my cancer treatment. But I took a selfie because I thought, you know what, that's acceptable, because it's kind of D'Artagnan, right, isn't it? You know, the little goatee and the little, you know, curly bit and stuff. But unfortunately, that didn't last. Because the next day, all of that bit fell out. Which meant that in spite of chemo, in spite of radiation and everything else, the only thing that survived alive on my face was the fucking moustache. So I kept the moustache, just to piss everybody off. I got clear of cancer, I kept the moustache. I looked like an underworked porn star, right? Because I dropped 20 pounds, and thing like that, you know. And people would go, we hate the fucking moustache. I went, yeah, fuck you, I had cancer, you didn't, fuck off, right? Keeping the moustache. Man, when are you going to shave off the moustache? Never, fuck you all. Keeping the moustache. And I got a phone call to go and do a piece to camera for YouTube for some airship thing I'm involved with. There's a bit like an outdoor thing, right? So I went, well, I look like shit. I said, do you really want me doing a piece to camera? I look terrible. I said, I'm all skinny and, you know, I said, because of cancer and everything. And the guy goes, yeah, sure, don't worry about that. Then no problem, you know, we don't mind if you look shit. I went, thanks very much, you know. So I turn up on the day and it's freezing fucking cold and I've got my high vis on because it's a construction zone and I've got the silly fucking hard hat on and I go blah, blah, blah and go home. And 2 weeks later, I'm curious, what did that actually look like? So I pull it up on YouTube and there's the drone, it's coming in on me, and I'm standing in the construction zone, and I've got my high vis, and I'm looking like this with a big furry moustache,